What's going on, everyone? Back to another edition of Brooklyn Versus. I'm your man, Dr. Philly Keggs. We got a new panel. We got the creator of everything here, Mr. Bridgeside. This is a special.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for having us just in general.
Okay.
And we got a new guy. You've seen him around. He's got a list of credits. We got Chris Cross Lazaro.
Thank you.
Representing the BIJ basketball league that me and Mr. Bridgeside used to play.
Shout out to Frankie Palmieri.
We got crushed when we played, but it was fun, and we got good workouts. I'm sure Chris is doing better than we did, though. But we're going to get right into the sports topic. We got new blood here going to talk about. It's great. One of you is a Jet fan. The other one, we're going to get into the fanhood. You guys know me. I'm a Giant fan. I don't got much to talk about either. But yesterday was, say, the low point of the Jets season. Just absolutely blown out by the Buffalo Bills. The Buffalo Bills have been horrible. Matt Barkley was signed during the week. He started at quarterback and they scored 41 points. I'm going to kick it off with Paul first, our resident Jet fan. Paul, what happened?
I was really looking forward to Nathan Peterman because that could be fun. He makes every offense or defense look a little better.
Absolutely.
What happened? You know what? I don't know what happened. I was in the West Coast watching at 10 a.m. I had to put on Red Zone after one point. It was just too disgusting to watch. It was just too disgusting.
McCoy ran through him like nothing.
McCown looked like a child out there. He's been teaching Darnold to be a man. Now he just reverted to being a child. You see him throw the ball for grabs like 5 times?
Oh, you know what? They got out such a lead that the Jets didn't have a chance, and I think it really goes to show you that the Jets, you look at that game, and the Jets need to, in my opinion, move in the next direction. That's what we're really talking about with the Jets' woes. I think they got to move on from Todd Bowles. Chris?
Well, I was actually listening to another radio show today. Todd Bowles was the guest. And I never understood since the Rex Ryan era. Actually, before I go to that, let me address your point about one of us
I'm sorry.
used to being a Jets fan.
Let's get it all on the table here.
Let's do it. Let's put it all on the table once and for all in the 10-second period. When you're a diehard Jets, Mets, and Knicks fan growing up, 30 years old, diehard fan for about 20 of those years, get your heart broken in the AFC Championship game 2 years in a row at Pittsburgh and Indianapolis, I believe. It's not about the losing. It's about the cultures of, we're talking about the Jets now, but the Mets, Knicks, and the Jets, the cultures from the top to bottom. So when you have Rex Ryan flexing his muscles for these years, guaranteeing X, Y, and Z, and they continue to stink, they keep playing Sanchez after all these years of garbage. Butt fumble. I was at that game. And
is that where you became a Patriots fan?
It was quite a great Thanksgiving.
That's Thanksgiving, right?
It was around Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
No, it was Thanksgiving.
But my point I'm bringing up Bulls is because I'm listening to hogwash from Rex Ryan all these years, then moving on to Todd Bowles now. I want a coach that's going to give the fans something to actually cheer about and be genuine about it. Todd Bowles, the Jet fans now, we don't want to hear after a game like that yesterday that you're mildly hot and you're moving on to the next week. We understand it's cliche, it's political, but we want a coach that's going to, resemble our mindset. And that's why I could give you better coaches later on. But
Chris, that's what. But he's going your boy's playbook. That's the Bill Belichick playbook. Give the media a little bit less. We're moving on. That's fine, but Belichick could do it because he's winning. You can't do that when you're losing. I don't mind as much the press conference. I understand what you're saying. You want a guy that shows some emotion out there because sometimes he's
fiery guy.
Exactly. Because sometimes he's on the sideline.
I like Bowles. I don't mind his demeanor, but after weeks like this, I'm just saying this is the reason why it's just from the top to bottom. The same thing with we won't get into other sports now, but the same thing from that's. The Johnsons, the Wilpons, it's always, I want a Steinbrenner who's going to say, you're effing up, you're out, whatever.
Yeah. The thing is, the football now is just not moving towards the Bowl-style coaches, in my opinion. That defensive-minded guy. You have a new young quarterback. You got Donald. He looked good. He's got flash of good. You feel confident about Donald. You have to build exact. I think you should.
Dewey is a good question.
I think you should. I think the team.
Don't say you like as in us. I'm not a Jets fan anymore.
I was going to say the rebuttal I would give is that Paul is a Jets, Mets, Knicks fan. He never switched. Why are you
Well, I never said I switched. I never said I switched.
He just pounded me for that. It's respect, I guess. But
It's. I know that you've been through the torture. That's why.
But you got to stick with it. Then it's ever so sweet if they ever win. Now, mind you, I've never seen.
I see another question. I see another question in the future coming about fanhood. Should it always remain? Should you always remain loyal? We'll have him back on. We'll have him
My
back
brother
on
moved
to
out
the
to Cali, and of course he loves basketball now, and he loves the Golden State Warriors. And now I'm sitting there watching the Golden State Warriors play Brooklyn, and I'm a Knicks fan, but it's just like, what is life to come? You know what?
They smoked them.
I'm a loyal fan, so I'm with them through thick and thin. But I will say this: the difference, maybe it's because we live in the shadow of greater New York teams and franchises that you got to go be Saints and Patriots fans.
I'm not a bandwagon guy. Like I don't.
But do you think if we
I
didn't
was
live
rooting,
with
how
the
about this?
Yankees, seeing the pinnacle of sports like franchises, do you think that gives you an extra reason to move on?
I don't like the Yankees either.
But you can't say they're not a good franchise.
They're a great franchise, but like the Warriors, for example, I liked them and I was rooting for them before they got Durant. Now they got Durant. When you become a dream team squad,
it became too much.
You can't. Yeah,
I mean that's what
I like a
basketball's
team
becoming.
that builds from the bottom up, like the Warriors before Durant, like the Red Sox had the highest payroll, but
They did. Everyone forgets that.
the Patriots, it's the coach and the quarterback.
It's their culture. You said system. It's definitely the Patriots' culture. I want to quickly say about Bowles, though. I think he's got to go. And the reasons... I agree with Chris. I like his demeanor. I don't think he's the worst coach. But in this football, you have to take risks, which he doesn't do. You have to build your offense. Like I said, I think Darnold is... I think he's good to build around. I know he has his hiccups because the team's bad. You got to revamp that system and build around your quarterback. Don't build around your defense. Get the defense. Get a defensive coordinator. Handle the defense. Get your head coach and your whole team, your culture, building this offense like a McVay kind of Jared Goff kind of situation. That's how you got to find a guy like that. You're not going to find McVay. That looks like a diamond in the rough. You got to find a young guy to take over this team.
This was Bowles' year, and they didn't do anything to show. They started well, and if they went 500, they might have kept him.
I agree.
He's got to go. His demeanor stinks.
I think it's going to.
I hate when we do bad and you just see that little smirk on his face, like, what the heck just happened?
I think it's going to be better.
There's 4 or 5 coaches in the NFL that are willing to defy the football stubbornness, for lack of other terms. The Belichick, McVay, Sean Payton, Andy Reid, maybe.
Peterson from the Eagles. He goes for whenever he
Peterson.
wants.
These are guys. They're not going to punt every 4th and 1, depending on where.
That's what football is now.
Change the game up.
Reward you for making risks.
Especially you crappy teams. The Jet. Do something different.
Exactly.
Fake punt. Do something different.
Exactly.
Don't play not to lose. Play to win.
Exactly.
Go for perfect. 2 if you're down.
That was a perfect time
If you're down 2, I don't know. I have to say because I'm sitting watching Red Zone in another game.
Get it out.
If you're down by 2 points and you have 1 win on the year, or you cut it to 1 after the touchdown. Go for 2. Try to win the game. Do something different.
I agree with that. That's a good point. Get it out. You frustrated fans. Let's get it out. We're gonna change gears a little bit. We're going to change gears. You said Todd Bowles on a radio show. We're going to change gears to that platform. This week, Craig Carton, who was on top of the WFAN mountain as Boomer and Carton in the morning, he was convicted. We all know about his Ponzi scheme that he was on trial for. And this week he was convicted he was guilty on all 3 accounts. And he's facing up to 45 years in jail. The sentencing will be in the future. We'll see what he actually gets. But This is to me is still a shocking story every time I hear it, and just how it continues to go on. Like, how did this even happen? This guy, a little over a year ago, was the #1 morning show in New York, working with Boomer. Francesa was leaving the fan. Francesa was leaving the fan. You guys were going to be top dogs, and he does have. Unfortunately, it seems like he does have a gambling problem. All things came out. So, I do wish him the best on that. But then again, he was scheming people. So, we have a question. Do you think you could come back for something like this?
No. You know why the answer? I mean, he's on a show on FNTSY.
Not anymore,
but our very own Chris Ventura, the closer, their show's doing just as well as Carton's.
Yeah.
So that means that the appeal already left.
You're right about that.
The no-names can do just as well as having Carton, even though he has a name on a lesser-known station that's, rising and getting more notoriety. Even within a year before the sentencing, he wasn't a big ticket name anymore. Boomer was that show.
I agree. Well, I like
the
Boomer.
playoff. They were good. They were good.
Carton was. I loved
Carton.
He was skyrocketing. Chris, you made a sad face. I saw.
Just
you a big fan of Carton? I was.
I
too.
like Carton.
I
don't know. Bring it back to the coach comparison. I like Carton because he did radio shows differently. His persona was different than your cliche radio host. A good caller, he would tend to keep on the line much longer than most of these guys who, the caller gets the premise out, boom, they cut him off right away, whether it's ESPN or CBS radio, WFAN. So Carton was a great host. I mean, he was great, and his humor was phenomenal.
He knew his stuff, too. He did hammer some calls. You say good calls got to stay on, bad callers. He hammered. He was vicious to some of them. But that was his stick. That was his stick.
My point is he lived in the moment. I'm a live in the moment guy. I'm an actor. I'm an actor for that. I like people who respond to... You know what? If you don't like the point that somebody else is making, give them a chance to rebuttal. Yeah, I understand, that every now and then or even frequent cutting someone off and hammering them in a humorous way would be even better. But he's willing to do that versus, the stickler... Mike Francesa, obviously.
Francesa, right? Well, Francesa. But you know what? Francesa's king of New York sports. So if you call him, he can do that to you. Whether you like it or not.
He can do whatever he wants.
Exactly. Yeah. Whether you like it or not, I mean, that's your job to decide to call or not. You know that you're walking a fine line. You say one thing, he's going to hammer you and get rid of it.
Absolutely.
But Carton was getting, not that he was getting there because Francesa was on, but Carton was really, Boomer and Carton were taking on their own. And I personally like Boomer a lot too, but I really liked Carton too. I think they worked well together. I thought Boomer was the engine of the show, but Carton was funny and he balanced him out. I have to say, I do like the new guy, Gio, too.
Boomer's your straight guy, though. Carton's your wild card.
Gio is fun. I don't know if you guys listen to Boomer and Gio now. Boomer's funny. His Francesa impersonation is unbelievable. You guys got to look it up. It's fantastic.
But, I haven't been waking up that early.
But, in today's day and age with sports, there are a lot of scandals. We'll see how much Carton, how much time he has to serve or anything like that, and if it's possible for a second chance. There are stories of second chances out there, and there are stories of big scandals.
Don't talk about my past.
I'm gonna leave it to the athletes. We'll go to that. We'll leave it to the professional athletes. There have been big scandals. There's been some huge ones that have taken over national stories. So, guys, I'll leave it to Mr. Hidden Scandal first, Chris Cross-Lazaro. What's the biggest scandal of all time in sports, in the sports world?
It depends how you're defining scandal, meaning as far as like what has had the biggest impact in sports history, or just the one that hit me like hardest. And
I'll let you take it either way.
Yeah, with being a loaded question, it has nothing to do with me taking my glasses off. But I would say, I would say Michael Vick, because
that was a big one, and he got jail time. One of the few ones that actually had to serve jail time
during his career. It affected his career.
Prime of his career.
The prime of his career, and it also actually there's two parts to what makes this tremendous sports scandal. One being, it's the only big story I can remember that involves animals. So it brought in this whole new genre of like, I don't know if genre is the right word.
No, not genre,
type
but another
of people,
branch.
Bigger group to hate him.
Into the sports world versus all the domestic violence or the gambling cases. Those have been kind of cliche stories. And the second thing,
unfortunately, they're common stories because these gambling and domestic violence problems aren't. We see them way too much.
The second part of the Michael Vick story is the comeback. I mean, the guy was the comeback player of the year. I don't know if he actually won it, but when he came back to Philadelphia, he had a second.
He won comeback player of the year. Right?
He was the second life, top three quarterback in the league.
Honestly, I think I really do. What he did was a horrible act. It was a horrible act. But I think he is a very good story of redemption. He went to he served his time to the community. He paid the price. Yeah. He wasn't like a celebrity that just got that skated by. He paid the price of his community, and he came back. He's only been the model citizen since he's got out of prison.
He's a great guy. If you
he's
listen
given
to him,
money,
crime and
exactly. He's given money to PETA and ASPCA, I believe the initials are for those. He's done everything he could to atone for his sins, and he's been a chance to have a second comeback. I think it's great. That's why he's the guy Carton should look to. Okay, I could have a second chance if I want. But what would you say the biggest one is?
he's not such a big name as Carton.
I agree. I know.
People outside of New York, New Jersey don't know who Carton
You're
is.
You're right. But that's his niche. He's not going to get a nationwide job. Can he get a job in New York? Can he get a job in New York?
I just wanted to shout out to the time I almost broke Michael Vick's ankle with the camera. I was shooting, and he was playing for the. Shout out to the AFFL. He was the poster boy for the AFFL, warming up, backing up to pass, and I was there shooting from the ground up. He didn't see me behind him, and I tripped him up. He wasn't too happy.
So can you say that you sacked Michael Vick?
I kind of sacked it.
Did he hit the ground?
No, he didn't hit
Did
the
the,
ground. He
the
kind of
ref,
caught
did
himself.
did the ref blow it dead, though?
It was practice.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to give you a sack here. Okay.
I almost sacked him.
Trying to dish you an assist here.
What would you say is the biggest sports scandal in your eyes?
I mean, just scale of how, just in the sense of how high you were and the fall from grace. Tiger Woods has to be up
Number
there.
one in the sport.
The poster boy, not one of the poster boys, the poster boy, and very gentleman's sport, and to do a very ungentlemanlike thing, and to that be all over the news. I mean,
it was all of news.
And then he just looked the shot. We talked about this before. That picture, that mugshot,
because not only
how disheveled he looked. That was.
Not only did he have the scandal with what you're talking about with his wife and the mistresses, but then a few years later, what you're talking about with the photo that surfaced was that he got caught with a DUI when he was driving around the Percocet. So it actually kept tumbling. He's had a mini comeback too now. He's won a tournament, first for one tournament. Personally, I'm going to give you the biggest scandal. I don't think, for media craze-wise, I don't think it could be more than the O.J. Simpson trial.
Course.
This guy transcended sports. He was a movie star. And then his trial became just must-see TV for almost a year, if not over a year. And then just whatever we want to say about the but that scandal, everyone got wrapped into it.
Yeah.
And it really, and to me, I think every scandal will always be compared to the O.J. Simpson scandal for that media scandal
involved, except for maybe Aaron Hernandez.
That was after. That was after. Yeah. Unfortunately, there's a lot of guys.
Not a big name,
Unfortunately, there's a lot of guys that. Well, just a Hall of Fame player, Heisman Trophy winner, a movie star with Leslie Nielsen, Naked Gun. Come on,
That's a bigger fall from grace than Tiger.
Yeah, but sports-wise, you're right. That guy Tiger was everywhere. He was number one. Yeah. He was the sport. O.J. Simpson wasn't football. Tiger Woods was golf.
Yeah.
But
can you talk about all the Knicks draft picks? As the biggest
scandal. Well, you know what? You know what? In all
Frederick
seriousness,
Weiss.
Isaiah Thomas was making the draft kits, and he got part of the scandal too. So the Knicks aren't above it, and we'll say, unfortunately, there are a lot of scandals we could pick from.
We could talk all day about scandals.
Read the Tiger Woods information about the individual activities.
Yeah,
it's quite entertaining.
Yeah, there's a lot out there.
Read the details.
There's a lot out there.
What they used to call him.
There's a lot out there. But I think that we're gonna. Speaking of Tiger Woods, last comment. We're gonna dive into CyberTiger. But before that,
never heard of this game.
I want to thank our man Chris Cross-Lazaro over here.
Yeah, I'm a little underdressed because I have a basketball game. I have two basketball games.
This is a sports show, and he's going to a sports game. What could be better than that?
St. Dominic, St. Patrick's, Bay Ridge, Brooklyn represented. So all you people that are watching,
Jay,
come support the kids over here, okay?
Chris, we really appreciate you stepping in. Hope to see you soon.
Mucho gracias. De nada.
A new face. There we go.
Thank you for having me.
And you're welcome. I speak a little Spanish, so I know what you're saying.
Thank you, guys.
We're gonna switch seats right here, man.
Shut your mic.
This is perfect.
Thanks, bro.
Don't forget.
I'm gonna shut that mic off. There we go.
Chris has got it. We got a little transition stage going. No, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Let's do this.
Now we got one controller. No, just one controller. We're just
one controller.
All right. Switching one controller.
All right, here we go.
All right, we're going into CyberTiger, guys. CyberTiger, and Paul and I are gonna play aptly named a skins game. I don't know if Tiger was going. I don't know what. You know what? I'll let you think about what I'm talking about.
One of the modes is also foursomes too. That could have worked as well.
Exactly. Again, we'll leave that, or four ball. I think one of them is called, but
four ball.
Four
balls, foursomes, and skins.
We're gonna leave it there.
This game kind of was prophetic. It knew what was gonna happen.
Skins is a type of golf where you go head to head, back and forth. Actually, they put money on it, but for all intents and purposes, Paul and I are gonna try to just whoever wins the hole.
Okay,
so, Paul, you're going to be Team Tiger.
Team Tiger.
Teen Tiger.
Teen Tiger. Teenager Tiger.
And I'm going to be Teen Inca. Tiger's the only professional player here. We didn't unlock a full Tiger.
Okay, here we go.
Adult
This is
Tiger.
for PS1, all right?
Yep.
Look at these wonderful graphics. And not do.
Press X there, and now X there.
Oh, this is different than the round I played before.
Oh.
Whoops.
Oh,
Oh, great. What mode did you pick?
I
Did you get the shot next?
think I shoot
Still
next.
197 yards.
Yeah, okay. So,
Got to go 225. Oh, this is a different shooting mode than before.
yeah, I don't know what happened. I think
You had to use the joystick before.
I did. I think Crisscross Lazaro messed with it when he's
What's
playing.
going on here? Look, you're right next
Well,
to
right,
me.
okay, perfect. All right.
This is
We're gonna
terrible.
play 3 holes, see who wins.
This is awful.
But this is. Oh, this is me.
Oh,
you just
I
shot
just-
for me. I
You
don't
can never do
believe
two
it.
controllers. You have to do 2 controllers.
Well, you just had to look to see who it was. I'm gonna let you shoot with Tiger. It's all
No,
right.
you probably have to go again.
No, no, no.
Oh,
it's
no,
all
I'm
right.
further than
Just
you.
take a second.
Should I just
There
mess
we
this
go.
one up?
No.
You
no.
can't even see the hole.
I think you can use X, by the way. I don't think you have to use the
I didn't
joystick
press
for
anything.
this.
What is going on?
Oh, that was a little trippy.
Well,
Trust the game. X. So you want to hit X again there, and then X again there. With a. Oh goodness.
what game?
Oh.
How is this?
Okay,
How is this
perfect.
even possible?
This is perfect. No, wait. See who shoots
All right,
first.
I'm probably okay. This is me.
Okay, look. You see where the 3 balls are over there? You got to hit X, and then you'll see it. You'll see the meter go. You want to hit it there, and then you want to hit it there. It's like the pitching in MLB The Show. No.
I putted it.
Yep.
This is horrible, Phil.
Doing good here, Paul.
This is great entertainment.
I'm gonna hit a good shot here. See what? Yeah.
Oh, we gotta play this again.
Here we go.
I thought I did that. That's a nice shot.
There we go.
Oh,
All right. I can see the hole.
you could see the hole.
Here we go. 205 yards. I'll take
Still
that.
you.
Oh, no,
Oh.
we replayed it.
Oh,
On accident. No, this is you now.
okay.
Are we gonna say this hole's a mulligan, a warm up? Oh, whack this. There you go. You waited a little too long on the way back.
Shanked it. All right, this is gonna be a rough one.
I wish I could swing this hole. Oh, jeez.
How am I gonna? What the hell?
Did you sit back in your chair more?
Oh, I will sit back. Did I get it, Phil?
Oh, off the tree.
I think we're gonna have to just call this a wash. This is no good, Phil.
Off the tree. Okay, let's do it again. Look at these graphics, though. Can we talk about the graphics for a moment?
Graphics for the time. Look how smooth that shot was.
All right,
All
Paul,
right, I made
this is miserable.
I made it to the rough.
No, this is the bunker.
The bunker, not the rough.
Oh.
All right, this is
All right, good.
We're gonna have to redo
Finally.
this.
All right. We'll just restart it.
See, all the sound effects for the game are just seagulls chirping.
Here we go. Look at this shot.
Wow, you're making on the.
Bounced off.
Oh, and you can get the backspin. Oh, did you get a little backspin there? Oh, they like that shot.
They did.
You had some people cheer for you.
Of course, because you're shooting in the bunker the whole
This
time.
is not good entertainment for these people.
Oh, someone just cheered me.
Whoop, that was a good
Oh,
shot.
here we go.
A little backspin.
Here we go. Get there. Get on the green. Get on the green. Get on the
Oh, I'm getting it.
green. There we go. Is this just a warm-up hole we're going to say?
Yeah, this was terrible.
Let's see what I'm like.
A nice shot, I think. It just knows to chip it.
Yeah.
You don't got to change your
No,
drive.
switch the cup. Okay.
Bogey attempt. How do you know how much to hit it?
It showed where it showed me. Oh my!
The
What
hole's
was that?
over there.
That was one of the worst putts of all time.
Whew. Wait, is that the hole right there?
Yeah.
Ooh.
I think we should restart.
Well, now we're getting it.
Get in the hole. 3 feet the cup.
Oh, that's
There you
bad.
go. Okay. Oh!
This is hard.
If you're watching at home, please, you can abuse us for this.
What's happening?
What is going on?
This is like some Inception.
That's trippy.
Inception-ish.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Am I gonna hit it?
Oh,
Get in that hole. Let's
nice.
go. Somehow I beat you to it, but that's
don't
because
know,
I'm
that's
shooting more.
Yeah.
This is shot 8 for you. All right, next hole's gonna be way better. Oh! Tuck in here a little, baby. You did it.
I think we tied. We tied.
Wow. All right, that was the practice round.
Control, yeah. We tied. Perfect. Best of 3 after this. Let's figure this out.
What a scandalous game.
I gotta see something. Hold on. Can we figure out these controllers? Because I would have liked the controllers to be the other way. Adjust analog screen. What happened? Why? I don't know why we can't. Oh.
There you go. That's it. All right, let me try it.
Oh, you're back to back to joystick.
All right, here we go.
Okay, we fixed it. All right.
You cheated
now it's
me.
the way. No, that whole didn't count.
Your direction's important in this.
Yep.
Woo!
He's back, baby. All right. Now we got something to work with, though.
That's a nice shot right there. It's so quiet in this game. Let's get some music on. You got that ambient noise on?
Oh, here we go. I'm on the fairway. Okay. I'm probably going to shoot.
Whoa, you are going to shoot.
All right. So
what are the music options? Can you get some music going? I want to see what type of 8-bit tracks they got here.
I'll try. I'm gonna pause the field. It's gonna be ambient.
On.
Okay.
All right. Let's go. Let's get some music up.
Hopefully, let's see. 122 yards from the hole.
There we go. There we go. You got a soundtrack. That's a nice shot there, Philly.
All right. See? Woo. We made a switch, and now we're good.
I'm glad we tied on that.
We just had to get that out.
This is 115 yards away.
Yep.
So I can't go too far on this.
Oh, that's all right. Now we got a little music. Now we got a little groove. What a shot.
Too much.
Tiger. No. What that shot.
Oh, Tiger. Team Tiger.
You're 10 feet from the cup.
Wow. Can we get par on this, Phil?
I'm going for birdie here. So are you.
Did you just hit the birdie?
Boom! There we go. We're back.
Oh, you did a cartwheel.
A little cartwheel. Teen Inca, you just set the record for a putt of 25 feet. Count it.
Look at that. Look at that dance.
Here we go. You got to time me now.
I don't know. Is it just the same thing for
Yeah,
putting?
down, and you'll see the line up to the hole. Woo! Now you give a fist pump. Now all of a sudden we're tied. Now we're gonna tie every hole.
You get those reactions of us, Andrew.
We tied again. This is nice that first hole was one of the worst holes I've played in golf.
That was
Video
horrible.
Game, life,
That was really
virtual reality, doesn't matter. You start.
We got it.
You start, Mr.
All right, here we go.
Mr. Bridgeside, I'm sorry.
Mr. Bridgeside. I didn't make that name up. I just embraced it. Oh.
How did you shoot at 101%?
I shot at 103.
Can someone figure that out?
Oh. I needed that 100%. I would have been on the green.
Caught it,
Well,
man.
I'm going to chip that. I'm
I
going to chip that
understand
shot.
101%. Clearly, you can only go to 100% in life.
We're doing best of 3 here? Is that what we're doing?
I think so, right?
We tied the first one. You just change your...
Yeah. L1 and L2.
Oh, yeah, you don't need a driver for this one. That's even better. Somebody's closer.
You can L1, L2 switches.
Okay.
We're doing best of 3, so really it would be this. Do you want to not count that first hole? We'll say the first hole
It
we
was a
tied.
tie, right?
Yeah. First hole we tied. Second hole we tied. So is this winner take all, this one?
See, that's bad. You have to 100% it even when you're chipping?
Man.
That's terrible. Oh! Just saved me.
All right.
Need this.
You need this. You do.
Oh! How are we supposed to see that?
I know.
You actually can see it a little in these crappy graphics.
Ooh.
Did you just get it in?
Yeah, and I won, baby.
Oh, that was so antic. She didn't do a cartwheel or anything.
because it wasn't a birdie. All right, so I just won this hole. We tied the hole before, right?
Whoever, if you win this, it's over.
Yeah.
There you go.
We'll do it that way. Okay. Where's this hole? I'm just going to shoot where they tell me.
Wow.
85%.
That's actually better than 100%. You're right in the middle of the green.
It is. I'll take it. 192 yards, all
Right,
right.
that's called the green, right?
Fairway.
Oh, the fairway. It's still green.
The green is where you putt.
Oh, that's true. It's very true.
That's all right. Here we go, Tiger. Got to muscle up here.
107. See, that was
Uh-oh.
too far.
Uh-oh.
Stop. Stay. Oh!
All right, you're in the rough a little bit, but way for
That
241
was the
yards.
longest shot in history.
History of this game.
They should have made a Happy Gilmore game. That would have been great. If they made a Happy Gilmore game, I guarantee you people would buy it. Wow.
Oh, what a shot.
Looks
Team
like-
Incas.
Looks like Mr. Britside's going down here.
Shooter. Happy Gilmore game would be unbelievable.
Right?
What was it? Christopher is Shooter
McDonald.
McGavin.
Chris
Shooter
McDonald.
McGavin.
Great actor, Christopher McDonald.
100%. Let's see. Oh. When I go to this camera, I feel like it's going to be a good shot.
It's not a bad shot.
17, you're on the hole. I think you're putting now.
I need to hit this.
You do.
Look, it looks like I'm going to angle this right. Look at that ground.
Look at this.
We'll see.
Paul's going for it. He's figuring it out. Figure it out.
I did order some more.
This is it. This is for the. Oh. Oh. This is it. This is for the win.
Oh.
What happened?
I need another.
I'll take it.
Swipe hard, actually. Wow.
Part. I'm going to part 2.
This is it. We're going to tie? That sucks.
Yep. But that means that since I won one of the holes, I won.
You won the whole thing?
We
Oh,
did.
that's
Well,
true.
we've done 4 holes and I've won 1. I guess it's first to 2. Someone has to get to 2. Can we say that?
Okay.
Okay. These holes aren't too long. Part 3. Okay.
It's a nice shot there, Philly boy. Docked it.
Oh,
Docked it.
no.
Oh, no.
Oh!
You got that spin action.
Absolutely.
No,
That died right where it needed to. Nice shot. Now, Mr. Tiger. 100%.
That's what I'm talking
Oh,
about.
no.
No, he's shaking. Oh, terrible. Could have been worse.
I got to chip this baby in.
Yep. Going to chip it in.
Whoa.
Whoa, where's he going? What are you doing?
I don't know what I'm doing.
Okay, move it back.
Where's the hole now?
Left. I see the flag. You see the flag? Keep going. You're there. You're good. Do you see the flag flapping underneath
Yeah,
this?
but why can't I angle?
Because you messed up the camera shot. Because you shot it to the right
Damn you,
for some reason.
PS1.
Oh!
Chili dip.
I go. Oh, no, you go. I'm sorry.
Well, that's it. Par attempt. This is it.
This is the end. Beautiful
The end is near.
friend.
Oh.
The end. It hurts to
Get
set
this
you
birdie.
free.
Cartwheeling Ninga. Oh, even further. That's you. That has to be you. That's it,
Nice.
right? I
Yep.
lose?
Yep. That's 2, baby.
All right, that means I lose.
2.
All right.
That's 2 holes I won. Mr. Bridgesize, I had to
Yeah.
avenge my loss to.
I'm 0-1 on the show now.
That's right.
0-1.
I lost to Donnie last week.
0-1. It was a good show.
It was a good show. We had. I like the new faces. Always a pleasure when Mr. Bridgeside comes from behind the
Doctor?
camera to in front of the camera.
Dr. Phil,
Well,
pleasure being on the show.
Absolutely.
All right.
Thank you very much to Chris Lazaro out there for helping us out today.
Shout out to Stephen James who couldn't come on the show tonight. He's a veteran, and you're going
Yes.
to see him on the show. Happy Veterans Day to all you
Absolutely,
veterans.
this is
We
veteran.
appreciate your service. Thank you, Steve, and thank you all the other great people out there.
And I heard a veteran say the other day, so we say never forget, always. We always remember your service.
Absolutely.
Tomorrow,
Tomorrow we have Britside Live. Tomorrow we have Tough Dumpling coming back, DJ from Brooklyn 35, and he's bringing R&B artists and hip hop artists. It's going to be it's a multi-show. We're having 3 different artists perform, so he's going to keep the beat going the whole time. We're going to swap out a reggae artist and 2 hip hop artists.
that sounds like a
Check
great
it out.
show. Everyone, please check it out tomorrow at 9 p.m. You know the station, and we'll see you next week for another edition of Brooklyn Versus. Have a good night, everybody.
Peace.